Welcome to Wonder Woman Wednesday. I am Jared, and today I'm talking about Flashpoint. So, this is going to be a very interesting video. So, I'm talking about the 2011 comics event Flashpoint and the movie for Wonder Woman because when I read the actual, because I relatively recently got the omnibus, and I was like, okay, so let me look at this and let me see how Wonder Woman is portrayed. So I flipped through to the Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman and the Furies is the name of the series. And I wanted to see how it compares to the animated movie, because obviously the animated movie was the only thing I had seen of Flashpoint at that time besides the original comic series. So it could not have been more different. And it is astounding how different the Flashpoint Wonder Woman is in the comics and the movie. So in the comics, she is essentially a victim. What I mean by that is in the comics, she meets Arthur because she's trying to leave Themyscira. They meet, and their kingdoms decide to have a royal wedding. And over the course of the royal wedding, her mother's assassinated by members of the Amazons and the Atlanteans that don't want to see this wedding happen. So then later, Arthur shows up on Themyscira for peace. He's like, hey, listen, we don't want war. We're bringing warships because just to show that we will defend ourselves, but we're trying to get peace in this. Then this is where it really gets BS. So the saboteurs, which I'm not going to bury the lead, it's Penthesilea, which is Wonder Woman's aunt, and Orm, Ocean Master. So they blow up from Themyscira. And in the course of this battle, Mira attacks Diana, and Diana repeatedly begs her, do not make me do this. I do not want to kill you. Please stop, essentially. So Mira doesn't stop, and Diana, in self-defense, kills her and then wears her helmet as a reminder of what this war has cost them. And then, obviously, they leave Themyscira, and then the war against the Atlanteans and the Amazon starts. And what you discover is, throughout the entire series, Diana is trying to get through to Arthur, particularly when she finds out of the sabotage. She goes, Arthur, we're being manipulated. You have to understand this for me. We are being manipulated. We have to stop this war, or we're going to blow up the world. Yes, that is the way the comics is. And then later, she also discovers that some of the Amazons had gone full injustice and created prison camps and put all the men in there. And Diana swiftly shut them down. She also assumed responsibility because as a leader, she has to assume responsibility. But the part is, when I read this, she even shows up on Arthur's ship and says, listen, I know there's no love lost between us, Arthur, but we are going to blow up the world if we keep with this. We have been this whole war was a lie. And Arthur keeps pressing it up until the point where she first sees where the last shot, I think, of Wonder Woman and the Amazons and the Furies, I think is the name of the series, is a shot of that clash from the Flashpoint comic. And Diana's like, we have to stop. We will destroy the world. And Arthur's like, you killed my wife. I will kill you. So that's how the comics go. What's the movie? The movie is the Amazons, the Atlanteans show up on Themyscira. Diana and Arthur meet. They have an affair. Mira, angered by the affair, goes to kill Diana. Diana cuts off Mira's head, puts on her crown as a reminder, and then goes full injustice Wonder Woman. To the point where she even, in the movie, she kills Billy Batson. In the comics, she doesn't. That's the astounding part. All of the really heinous stuff, short of killing Steve Trevor, is completely heaped on Diana in the movie. It is unbelievable how stupid this is. The biggest war criminal. Now, why the change? I get that you need to simplify the story, because obviously you can't tell all this in an animated movie that's 90 minutes max. But what they could have done is not even shown that stuff. Have a random Amazon kill Billy. You could have her in dialogue allude to, I didn't mean to kill her, to kill Mara. She kept coming at me. I was trying to talk her down. There was plenty of ways through dialogue, at least, if you're not going to show it. Or at least through, that flashback scene where we see, the world. And then we see like how Wonder Woman and Arthur met. Instead of doing that BS, how about you actually do what the comic did? There are ways that you can creatively allude to the Amazons, like to the whole Amazon Atlantean sabotage. But no, you just decide to dunk on the iconic superhero and make her a villain. And it doesn't help that later adaptations have leaned in on the evil Wonder Woman, such as Queen Diana in DC Online, and also in the sequel Flashpoint Beyond, which you could say that's like a different world since that's a separate universe technically from the regular DC universe. You don't have to like count that, but they go heavy in the Wonder Woman is evil thing. And I go, guys, come on, what are you doing? So in terms of which one is better, it's definitely the comic, because the comic basically, it doesn't absolve Diana of everything, but it makes it more nuanced and it makes her more of a complex character in that she did try to essentially repair the world. She did try and stop the war. It wasn't like she was like the main instigator of the war and was trying to wipe out all men. She never ever was that way. I can't describe how much of a whiplash I got when I was reading the Wonder Woman and the Fury series, or really the entire any part of the actual story that deals with Wonder Woman is vastly different from the movie version. And it is a crime that that movie version was allowed to utterly character assassinate Diana. But that's where I'm going to leave it. What did you guys think of Flashpoint, of the Wonder Woman, the Fury series, or the movie? Do you prefer Flashpoint, animated Flashpoint Wonder Woman, or do you prefer the comics version? And why do you think they put most of the blame on Diana? Let me know that. But in the meantime, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and consider becoming a member, because if you become a member, you get these a day early, and you get access to all my reading logs, my members-only panels where you get to come on the panel and be part of my content, and that's what I got. So stay heroic, everyone. Steve Trevor, Steve Never. He belongs 64 feet in the ground. Zois the Max about for life. See you later. Bye-bye.